While the people of Ukraine were being terrorized by war, the Ukrainian political leaders called out Elon Musk to do something given his ability to control satellite communication. At Elon Musk, while he tried to colonize Mars, Russia tried to occupy Ukraine. While your rockets successfully land from space, Russian rockets attack Ukrainian civil people. We ask you to provide Ukraine with Starlink stations and to address sane Russians to stand. Welcome to our channel. In this video, we'll look at how Elon Musk came to the aid of Ukraine. Before we get into more of this video, remember that you can click on the subscribe button so you can enjoy more videos like this. Be sure to click on the notification icon so you can get updates when we upload a video. So, what is this anti-war defense that Elon Musk delivered to the Ukrainian government? As of 12 March 2022, it was reported that there are currently 2.5 million displaced Ukrainians as a result of the invasion by Russia, which is a startling number when you consider that the issue started only 2 weeks ago. It was also said that half of that number are children. War is truly a dirty game. With Ukraine still maintaining its stance of fighting back, Russia is trying to take control over the capital, Kyiv, gradually. Different global leaders and influencers have been able to chime in and talk about the situation. Well, some more than others. However, others are going one better by providing equipment and anti-war defenses that can help Ukraine in this time. February has been a month that many Ukrainians will not be able to shake off since the last invasion by Russia was back in February 2014. Fast forward 8 years later, and the residents of Ukraine are under another attack that started in February. Many people will say that the war had been coming for a while now, especially since Ukraine had declared its democracy and total freedom from Russia. According to Putin, the war is to remove all neo-Nazis from Ukraine so that the country can be sure. The Russian president spent up to 45 minutes talking about the Soviet Union, Ukraine being a part of Russia's history and eliminating Nazis. Many people have talked about what Russia really wants. Some have said that Russia still wants to control Ukraine, while others are saying that Russia does not want Ukraine to join NATO. Regardless of the fence that you sit on currently, the invasion has been considered barbaric, especially with the death of innocent civilians. Ukraine at the moment is fighting for their lives, with civilians being the last line of defense against a well-trained army of Russian soldiers. The Ukrainian president had ordered that men who are within the ages of 18 to 60 years old need to wait in order to fight for their beloved country. Many people would have been shocked when they saw the headline that Musk has delivered insane anti-war defenses to Ukraine. Elon Musk has been making the rounds by keeping to his word and helping Ukraine in defending their country. Since the war started, Musk has been using Twitter to engage his audience and also connect with the people of Ukraine. However, before he got actively involved, he was working on the next launch of the SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket. But this was no random occurrence. Let us delve a bit to look at SpaceX. This space company is owned by Elon Musk, and they've been working tirelessly to ensure that the Falcon Heavy is ready for the missions to the moon and other parts beyond Earth from 2023. The pressure is mounting as NASA and the US military are banking on Musk to get the Falcon Heavy ready, since it's the only rocket that can carry the most payload currently. So, Musk posted great news about the Falcon Heavy and how SpaceX is making progress in the preparation of the missions until the Ukrainian Prime Minister caught his attention. Fedorov waited for the perfect time to reach out to the billionaire about the situation in Ukraine. The primary purpose for the provision of the Starlink satellites is to properly pass information to the areas that have been hit the most in Ukraine. Plus, these areas have not had good internet access, so the residents cannot know what is happening. The Starlink satellites and equipment will be a great way for Ukraine to communicate better and find ways to form a line of defense through cyber war. It is a no-brainer that the Russian soldiers will always be ahead of the people representing Ukraine. Only a few combat-trained people are in the Ukraine forces, so if push comes to shove, there would be a colossal wipeout. Ukraine has realized that they are no match for Russia when it comes to combat, but one thing that they have been able to build on is the use of the internet. Musk confirmed that same day that the Ukrainian Prime Minister solicited for his support. Starlink service is now active in Ukraine, more terminals en route. Starlink service being active in Ukraine meant that communication can be uninterrupted all through Ukraine and the badly hit regions. But beyond that, Ukraine is looking to assemble a team of hackers that will wage war against Russia. Therefore, the line of defense is also via the internet, with the hackers disrupting the affairs of Russia. Originally, the Starlink antennas and satellites were meant to report the movements of the Russians in Ukraine territory, but with the new prospect of hackers infiltrating Russia, there's so much more that Starlink is yet to do. Of course, Russia will not fold its arms as Starlink is helping Ukraine from a high defensive line against them. So what did Putin do? There were complaints to Musk about Starlink being affected. Already, Musk had given his word that the essence of Starlink in Ukraine at this time of year is purely for ease of communication. However, Russia detects Starlink as a threat, even if civilians are using it primarily for the internet. But with the threat of hackers, Starlink has been one of the most targeted companies in Ukraine. Ukraine's civilian internet was experiencing strange outages, bad weather perhaps, so SpaceX is helping fix it. It is evident that Russia is looking for ways to hit Ukraine where it hurts without any intervention from anyone. However, Musk has been defiant so far, ensuring the people of Ukraine and the Prime Minister that SpaceX will work on those satellites so that even the remote areas of Ukraine can get fast and secure internet access during the time of conflict. Russia continued to intensify their operations in Ukraine with different bombings in different areas every night. As a result, Musk advised Ukrainians using Starlink that they can use camouflage so that the antennas can be undetected. Place light camouflage over antenna to avoid visual detection. Another reason for the camouflage is the fact that Russia might soon start targeting Starlink and the users of the company's equipment. So Musk further urges people to be careful and do things with caution. Many places are volatile in Ukraine at the moment. Therefore, civilians need to be smart in the ways they use Starlink. As much as Starlink is great for the people of Ukraine right now, there are some things they still need to adhere to. Musk makes it clear that they do not need to leave it on for the whole day, only when needed. Also, Musk explains that the Starlink antenna has to be away from the people as far as possible. Turn on Starlink only when needed and place antenna away as far away from people as possible. With everything that is currently happening, Ukraine has witnessed so much trauma over the last 2 weeks, with civilians reduced to carrying only one bag just for survival. Thankfully, some of the refugees have been allowed to enter neighboring countries. It's been reported that some Ukrainian refugees have made it to Germany. Besides that, the Prime Minister is confident that Starlink will be an instrumental part of their victory against Russia. In his tweet, he made sure to let Musk know that they are going to triumph even if Russia targets Starlink. Sure, Elon Musk, we're going to use them for Ukrainians also after our victory. Musk has sent in the second shipment, which was expedited by Ukraine's ambassador to the US, Oksana Markarova. Musk is still looking for ways to deliver more intense anti-war defense to Ukraine, but for now, Ukraine will harness the possibility of the available Starlink equipment that they have. We know for sure that Russia is not looking to stop anytime soon, but Ukraine is not backing down either. In providing anti-war defenses to Ukraine, Musk might as well be the most popular person in Ukraine. The Starlink antenna is also mobile and can be attached to a car so the people in Ukraine can get great internet access even on the go. What do you think about Musk delivering advanced communication systems to Ukraine? Let us know what you think in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, we have another one like it where we cover how Elon intervened to save Europe from a strategic energy shortage planned by the Russians. See you there.